Hey guys, it's Denise, and we're back at Vault 88 for our next showcase of two of our characters here, and that's going to be Moonshine Mike and Stank Face. Moonshine Mike is Jerwolfbld. I'll link his channel in the description, of course. And then Stank Face is SarDeliac, or SarDeliac, and I'll link his channel in the description as well. So y'all are probably already aware of these two folks, but if you're not, definitely go to their channels and check out their content. They're great builders and they have some really great ideas and inspirational videos for you guys. So anyways, Mike, Moonshine Mike, he had made a Moonshine Runners video on his channel. So he said, Denise, make me a moonshine guy. Well, SarDeliac said, "Oh, Mike stole my idea. I wanted to have a moonshiner." So he's like, "Well, just make my guy a real junky guy, and level 1 shop, holes on the walls, junk thrown everywhere." And so what I kind of did was I put them over here together, so I could kind of fulfill SarDeliac's wish with being a moonshiner, but he's not really. What they do is they share the moonshine, and I kind of made a piping system where that could happen. So, hope you guys really like it. I did a lot of junk decoration here. Although on this main walkway, since it gets so much traffic with the scavengers coming in and out, I didn't want to put too much junk in the walkway because they would just walk through it and it would disappear into Never Never Land. So I did scatter some junk around the ground, but kind of out of the way to where it wouldn't get, knocked around as much, and I could still find it to pick it up and use it again and whatnot. So I hope that makes sense. So here we go. Here's their little wall. I think I explained this in one of the last videos. That, they had to put up this wall because they're kind of, an unsavory bunch back here. And, they can get pretty ornery and rowdy sometimes. So here is their sign that says Moonshine Mike and Stank Face. And they've got a little bench up here with a couple of toys on there. Alright, so I guess I will start on this side. I'll try to go as slow as I can with the camera movement, guys. Like I said, there's a lot to take in here. So here's just kind of some stuff that maybe he's scavenged over his time or found here in the vault, or whatnot. A blowtorch aimed at his face. It's very interesting. And a gnome standing on a toilet. Got a Minuteman dude hanging out here. Try to, get in close so you can kind of see what the name of the decorations are that I used here. Okay, now with Stank Face's place, he's got this upstairs bit that's just got a lot of junk happening up here. And so you can't really, it's more for show than anything else. You can't really walk up here, but it's just a bunch of junk shoved up here. And it's kind of more for, like I said, is something to show from as you're looking up, show more than anything else. So, and so here's his little shop, and he's got quite a bit of junk out here. All kinds of junk thrown in here. Here's the burnt textbooks that he requested to have around. Got burnt magazines, coffee cups thrown in there, camera, cigarette carton, just all kinds of stuff. All right. Was able to get some bottles of soda pop in there. So here he is. He requested he be dressed in tattered rags, and I tried to find the guy that SarDeliac said he had gray hair and a mustache and squinty eyes. So I hope this is the right guy. This was the only one that I saw kind of matched that description. So he is sunk into the ground a little bit, but that's okay. Now here's his bed. So he sleeps on the ground, but the bathtub edges kind of give him a little bit of shielding from the weather. He's got a little fire here and a plant, which is totally not safe, but you know, he doesn't care. But when he sleeps in here, all these bottles fly around the entire place and make it look even more junky. But I put it back in here in the hopes that, you know, he would go back in here to go to sleep. Because he was asleep like right before I started recording, but I guess the time was, you know, in the morning, so I didn't happen to check that. But here's all his burnt textbooks, and he's got some random bathrobe here. So yeah, this is, you know, kind of his junk just thrown all around here, and just all kinds of stuff glitched in here, and there's so much detail. There is some stuff I may be missing that I don't even realize that I'm missing. I glitched a plant into there. And I'll come back to this here in a second. That is the part of the piping system that I made. Chair on top of the cabinet. Alright. Do a bunch of suits in there because, you know, Moonshine Mike is not safe. Doesn't practice safety either. He's got fires going over here next to the chem station and smoke coming out of his chem station and all kinds of stuff. Okay, so before I get too in-depth on Moonshine Mike's side, he's got a piping system that comes out of the station and goes all the way around here and winds up to his bathtub. And I left his bathtub empty. That's where his moonshine comes out or whatnot. And then it winds over here to Stank Face, goes through the mannequin's butt, and then comes down through this mannequin's boobs, and then out the water pump into this little bucket or trough or whatever. And so that's how they're able to share, you know, their makings here. So here on Moonshine Mike's side, he starts over here. Looks like, as Gary stated, looks like Moonshine Mike needs a little bit more fiber in his diet. So I just used all kinds of pieces. I wanted this to look like it had been blown up, or pieces had been blown out of it several times before, like the roof is all haphazard and choppy, and it's not a fully constructed house. You can see like um, how he's tried to like repair it and stuff because it's been blown up so many times. And I put a little two generators in here to make it look like smoke was coming out, and it's kind of dangerous. It's gonna blow up at any minute. She's got all these bottles here, and you may be wondering, well, these guys are unorganized and savory, ornery old coots. Why do they have all this straightened up here? And my reasoning is that Mike's oldest daughter occasionally comes over here to visit these two guys, and she'll straighten a few things up over here and over there. Of course, she doesn't agree with the way that they live, but she tries to come and straighten a few things up every now and then, so that's where some of the straightness comes from. And here's like Rob's best moonshine. This is kind of like his competitor, so he's got this up here trying to, make his brew better or whatnot. Trying to think of a different way to compete. See, these guys come through here so much. This is the main thoroughfare for the scavengers to walk through. So, yeah, that's about it, guys. I hope you like this. I really like this. I mean, I think it's cute, it's adorable, it's funny, it's interesting. I must say, this is probably one of the most interesting shops I've made, a single standing store kind of outside. I think it looks really interesting and really, cute with all the junk decorations and everything. The lollipop and the rocket might be a little bit unrealistic, but it just adds to, the junkiness feel. So yeah, those are our two unsavory guys. Now, the further you go down, I noticed that the dead stop for the scavengers is right where these two big red thingies are. So I could actually build to right here, and the people in the middle of the cavern, they would venture to at least there. So I was thinking to put BadBry's raider guy here, and then I think it was Evil Taco that wanted the menagerie bar. And I kind of wanted to put it on this side, but BadBry said he kind of wanted to be off on his own, so I might move his down here a little bit further, just kind of away from the bar. But I can't go too far. Like I said, they won't go to their stations if you go too far inward. So, okay, the next to be showcased is going to be On a Whim 7737 and Lord Runolfr Ulfsson. And those two will be coming up next. I want to give a well wishes message to On a Whim, which is D. She's been in the hospital, so I just want to wish her well. Hope she's gonna, be back up on her feet soon and well and back to her normal streaming every day. I know I can speak for our whole group that joins her in the streams every day, that we sure do miss you, and we sure hope you get better soon, and sending you our love and all our good thoughts and well wishes. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.